What's up, water signs? This is going to be your weekly love and general energy reading. So I'm going to do the general first and then the love towards the end. But this is for you, waters, if you guys are Cancers, Scorpios, and Pisces, Sun, Moon, Risings, and Venus signs. So let's tap into your energy for this week, September to the 23rd. Keep in mind, though, this is just general, so it's not going to resonate with each and every one of you. But just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it doesn't at all, then maybe this is just not the message for you. So let's go ahead and tap into your energy, water signs, and see what's going on with you for this week. Ooh. Okay. The Creator and Receptivity flew out of the deck. So I'm going to take that as... maybe I should stop shuffling. Yeah. Okay, laziness comes out. This came out in the fire, or the earth, actually. No, the air signs energy. So maybe you guys have some air in your chart, or you guys are dealing, or friends, family, whatever, love with a air sign person. Yeah. You guys could have air in your chart, because these were 3 cards that came out in their spread. So this could be you, or this could be others around you under the same energy. So let's see. Water signs, you have the Creator card, and this is that fire force, that powerful force to create. And I get that this is a powerful energy for you. You have the ability to create and manifest whatever it is that you're focusing on right now, or whatever's of your highest good and your truest heart's desire. But whatever, you have this flame, this powerful energy that when that flame is sparking from your aura, whether this is really your energy where you're at right now or the energy that you can tap into, because I feel like it has the ability to be tapped into. This is kind of like solar plexus energy. So you have that courage, or you have that powerful force in you to create and manifest what you want. But you have to be in the mind state of the Creator, okay? I believe he's the King of Wands in this deck. With the Receptivity card, this is your challenge. You're having a hard time emotionally being receptive to good things. You're having a hard time, but I feel like you guys might even be having a hard time with being receptive to Spirit's messages right now. You might not trust the messages that you're receiving from Spirit. These could be messages of love and healing, but you're not really receptive to it. You're not open. You don't believe it. You know, you might not be trusting in what you're feeling too. You guys might be discarding the things that you're feeling, because that's a part of your intuition, your inner knowingness, your third eye, your crown chakra. There's also an element of healing, but you have to be open to these things. The approach to the situation is laziness, which is the 9 of Cups card. And this is a Pisces card, the 9 of Cups. But what I'm picking up for you guys is water signs overall. You guys might need to approach the situation by really relaxing. Like, you're taking things a little bit too seriously, I feel. You have a lot of water energy and fire energy. So abundant of your cards, you have 3, out of the 5 cards, you have 3 water energies and 2 fire energies out of the 5. So you guys do need to relax a little bit, okay? You guys are picking things apart, like trying to discern different things and reflecting on way too much, and it has to be black or white. You know, if it doesn't, it's not making sense. But Spirit's saying you got to chill, okay? You see he's in his robe and he's got his little, you know, his drink or whatever. He's chilling. It might require for you guys to kind of take a vacation away from a situation just to get your emotions right, you know? But participation came out in the exact position for the air sign. So like I said, you guys could have Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius in your chart, or this could be someone important in your life that's under that sign. But I am getting with this card, this is like the 4 of Wands, this focus is what you're getting out of situations. You know, you have to reflect on, if anything, what it is that you're getting out of certain connections. What are you giving to connections? Are you giving too much or too little? Is someone else giving too much or too little? Are you and your friends, are you guys really feeding off of each other in a good way or a negative way as your family and friends? You know, are these people feeding you love relationships? What are you really getting out of these connections, and what are you giving? You know, and that's kind of what Spirit wants you to reflect on. The conclusion of this energy, if followed, is letting go, which is the 8 of Cups. So it may be that you are going to detach from certain things that don't serve you and let it go. It might be a little bit painful, but it's necessary. I see the Eight of Cups as a necessary energy. And you guys might do that because it leads to the Nine of Cups. You have the Eight of Cups of letting go with the Nine of Cups of laziness. So it's leading you to that energy. But first it has to begin with this. You guys have to disconnect from something that doesn't serve you, whether it's within yourself emotionally. Even if, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, this energy seems very reminiscent to the air sign. So that's what I'm saying. You guys might have air in your chart, like somewhere, wherever house of communication, transformation, healing, and love, partnerships go, you guys could have air in your chart. But that's what I'm picking up. That you guys, it might be painful, but you have to do it. You have to do it. There's growth in it. Okay? This is definitely something connected to the heart with all this green. Okay? So the signs that really do come out is Pisces. So if you guys are Pisces, you guys might be affected by this more than other water signs. Another thing that I'm picking up is the Aries energy with the Four of Wands. But it can also be other water signs and also other fire signs with the Creator. So yeah, I would watch, if you guys have air in your chart, I would watch the air one this week because it's pretty much the same energy. It's kind of weird, but you know, that could be something in your chart. All right, so let's see. What's the love energies for water signs? Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. And if you guys are just Venus signs of these water signs, you guys could resonate even more. Or you guys are dealing with someone who's a who their Venus sign is a water sign. Let's see. So if you guys are single, partnered, dating someone, or you have a crush on someone, or you just don't have anyone in mind, this is still for you. So take what resonates. Thank you. It says babe. It's cute. It has little eyelashes. I don't know. I thought it was cute. Okay. Separation. Okay. So separation comes out, and it says the time apart away from your partner is on the horizon. Okay. So this might be a trigger point for some people. Like, if you don't want to hear this, click out of it. Because I don't need y'all thumbing me down for something that's coming out anyway. You know what I mean? Because people thumb down for, like, stupid stuff. So clarify what this means. Okay, so we have the Tower and the Devil and the Death card. Inevitably, whatever connections are ending for you, if they're not of your highest good, they're toxic to you. Whether that be for the time being it's toxic and you need to separate yourself until this person gets right, or it's just you guys aren't good for each other right now, or period. So the Death card definitely speaks of the inevitable, that you have to release what doesn't serve you. With the Devil card, this could be a karmic connection or cycle that's not of your highest good. You and this person, you could be good people, but you just don't mesh well together. It could be that you guys had karma. It could be that the sex was good. It could be that this person has elements that feed you, but they're more toxic than anything else, you know. Think, I don't know, y'all might be too young for this. Sid and Nancy, Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston. You know, it might be love there, and it might be good to some degree. In some elements, it might bring beautiful things like children out of it, you know, good music out of it, whatever. I'm just using those examples. But it brings about more destruction and toxicity than not. And the tower represents something that's not built on solid ground. It's an old foundation that may have been built with, you know, some really bad structure. You know, the architecture might have been crap. You know, the wood that they use, the bricks or something, it could be something is just not good. So whatever you guys were putting into this foundation, and I'm not just speaking of romance, by the way. These can be friends. These could be family members. Some of these people can be toxic for you. Friendships that were just built off superficiality. Sometimes people think just because I've known you for years, that means I owe you my loyalty. I owe you that. No, you don't owe me that, and I don't owe you that. Just because we're blood related, I owe you my loyalty as far as dealing with your mess. No, I don't. If you're a toxic person, you're a toxic person. I need to separate from you until you get yourself together. And that could be what it is. Some of you guys could be wanting to heal and save everybody's ass. And they might just be taking and taking and taking. They might be taking from you, and you feel like you owe them because they're your best friend, or they're your mom, or they're your sister, your brother. But you might need to separate yourself. And like I said, separation doesn't always have to be permanent. It could be for the time being until things are right. But for some, I feel like they're just not good, period. There's love here. I can see that in this card. There's love, and that's what makes it harder. And with the Eight of Cups card that we pulled in your other spread, it's hard. But when you think about it, the Eight of Cups leads to what? The Nine and the Ten of Cups, which is one of the most happiest cards in the tarot deck. So is it worth being stuck in this situation? Because this is all ego. It feels good. It gives you that thrill that you want. It's so powerful you can't let it go. But does it serve you? You know, sometimes it's good to have some indulgence, but not always. It's not too much. So there is Scorpio energy. Both these cards are Scorpio, but Aries also with the Tower card, Scorpio and Aries. And then the Devil card is Capricorn. So these could be the energies that you're dealing with, or these could be energies within yourself. But keep in mind, this is not just romantic. I feel like this it could be friends too. It could be family. It could be coworkers. It could be a job. It could be you. You could be your own worst enemy. There could be aspects of yourself that are so toxic for you. But that could be it. Also, keep in mind, this could be a future person that's coming in too. Venus retrograde is coming in October. So be mindful that around this time you might be meeting some people that just feel so good. And the sex, I'm telling you, take this from Walu. Take this from Walu. I fell in love, or I thought I fell in love during the Venus retrograde. And let me tell you, it will have you feeling like you've met the one. It will have you feeling like that. It will be such an intense connection. It's sexual chemistry off the charts, the connection, the vibe, everything. But it crashes and it burns, and I feel like it comes in for healing. It comes in for a specific reason. It might even be there for you to see that you can have that passion again. But when you cling on to something like that, it has to crash and burn because it wasn't really built off of a solid foundation. It could have just been a temporary thing. It's kind of like a mobile home. It's temporary, you know, it's a travel thing, right? It's not a house that's built on up the ground up. It's not that. It's just something that's there for the time being. It's a hotel. You're not meant to live there necessarily, right? So keep that in mind. So, yeah. Be mindful of that. Careful of the Venus retrograde because it will get you caught up, I'm telling you. And I had a friend that we met someone at the same time. During the Venus retrograde, we met someone. We were like, oh my God, is this guy the one? And she's like, I don't know, I feel like this guy is the one. And I don't know if, you know, I'm not saying that if you meet someone during this time that they might not be. It could be that they are there to show you something and then leave. Or it could be some of you guys' past relationships come back because maybe that person is the one for you. But be mindful of past people too. Exes and stuff coming out the woodwork. But just leave it open. That's the best advice. Don't expect anything necessarily. You know, if it feels good, enjoy it. But don't expect it to be the love of your life off gate. Let it play out a little bit. Just let the energies play out so there's no room for you to feel disappointed. Take it as it comes. That's why Spirit says live in the moment, because we never know what something is going to be. We fall under expectations and then we're hurt when it doesn't pan out that way because we're not living. We're focused on the future. Is this going to be the one that I spend the rest of my life with? Is this going to be the person, are they going to break up with me? That was my thing. After a while, it started to feel like this is too good to be true and it's going to just leave me. It's not going to work. Something's off about this. And I started to become obsessed with the fact that it was never going to work or something bad was going to happen. And inevitably, I kind of brought myself to that. My other friend, she just started to feel like this person's attaching from me. What's going on? Like, and then it turned out to be that that's what was meant to happen. So you guys just be open to Venus retrograde and what it brings. And anything in life, be open. We can't always be, and y'all probably not going to want to hear this. Like, I always get intense messages for water signs. I always get that. When I do readings for water signs, it's always an intense message. And I mean no harm by the things that I'm picking up and the things that I'm giving you examples of just due to experience. I have experience with Venus retrograde, which is why I'm speaking on it. And I had a friend that went through the same exact thing as me during the same exact Venus retrograde last year. I believe it was like March, April, or something like that. But yeah, I'm just telling you guys, like, it's not to scare you. It's not to make you hopeful or not to believe in love. But Spirit's biggest thing when it comes to life, and love especially, is just to be open. Just to be open. And I got affected by it the most because I'm a triple Taurus and I'm ruled by the planet Venus. So I really got done in the butt. But some people say, some astrologers say that it starts October the 5th or the 6th. So the beginning of October is when it takes place. It's in the planet of Scorpio, which is going to dive deep into some deep stuff. It could even be good for healing as well. Just be open to what it brings. You guys can meet some amazing people, whether it's lifelong or just for that time being. Take it for what it is. I don't regret that situation necessarily because it was a beautiful connection. It did show me a lot. I do appreciate it. It is what it is. And I learned a lot about myself and things that I was still needing to heal. I thought I was good and I was ready. No, I still had a lot to heal. So that's the beauty of life. It shows us many different things. So much love to you guys. Enough talking. Peace.